Hey, Mossy733 or Mossy Man here for another Minecraft survival video. This should be episode 9 if I can count, which is unreliable. However, there's a good handful of things we can do. Now I put 6 different things I need to do on this board. We will most likely only do these first 2. I'll talk about the nether update, so we'll probably only get these 3 done. A lot of this is actually going to end up being like probably off camera. I'll talk about the mining a little bit later, but first we need to name the second sheep. So I actually thought it might be better to name the second sheep the second recommendation I got, which was Donnie. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. And obviously this won't take more than a couple seconds. But, you know, still have to do it at some point. Oop. Wasn't that nice? Our chicken farm is doing significantly better. There's Viva. There's Donnie. Alright, Viva and Donnie are 2 pink sheep. Oh yeah, I literally just filled this back up. Oh, okay. Anyways, oh yeah, protecting the farms. So really all this entails is we're gonna surround the pumpkin and melon farms with fencing. That's all I want to do. Yeah. And that's really all we need to do. Just because melons and stuff like that are a lot more irritating, in my opinion at least, to replant and stuff like that. I'm gonna use the crafting book just because it's easier whenever you want to make a lot of something. I'll need more than that. I don't even know how far that'll get me. See, like I said, I'm not too great with building, so proportions, not my thing. Okay, that got us most of the way. We have a couple other things we need, as well as some terraforming. By that I mean we just need to move that cave, cover it up a little bit more. Just need to make a couple more of these. Only a couple more. There we go. And then we need 2 of these. That's probably a good idea. Alright, da-da-da-da. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is, now I'm gonna move it. I'm thinking I should just go ahead and do it this way. And I can move these signs. Oh nice, that worked out perfectly. And I'll just do that. Awesome. And then do this. Is it bad that every single time I go to spell pumpkin, I'm always scared that I'll mess up the spelling, even though it's literally just spelling pumpkin? Yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to spelling. That's okay though, you don't need to spell that much when making YouTube videos. Anyways, so we already completed the first 2 things I wanted to mention. Like I said, I did want to talk about the nether update. The nether update is kind of far in the future. And the reason why I say that is because it's a 1.15 is going to be 1.16 technically, or whatever they're going to call it, is supposed to be for the mining update. Or, sorry, the nether update. Now, what that means is in the nether, they're going to be doing a huge amount of changes. So, one of the changes is they're going to add new mobs. I can't remember the mobs off the mob names off the top of my head, but it's gonna be really cool. There's gonna be new mobs. They also are gonna be adding new biomes, because if you press F3 and you check the biomes, which are on the far right, underneath targeted block, or wait, no, that's the actual targeted block. I'm trying to look for the biome right now, but I'm also trying not to get hit by that. Oh yeah, it's like the biome here is literally just nether. So they are gonna change that. There's gonna be like netherwart forests, so you won't have to go to a That was amazing. You won't have to go to a nether fortress to get nether wart necessarily anymore. You could just go to different places. There's also going to be different mobs spawning in the nether fortresses. So, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of updates, to say the least. Um, and that's really all I know about the nether update. I don't know much else. But the B update, I looked at it and turns out, oh no. Oh my gosh, that shot through it. Okay, so the fun fact about ghasts and portals is you can actually get it lit back up by a ghast if you make it blow up, like right next to the portal again. And if you saw, that thing actually went straight through the portal. I'm waiting for it to notice me so I can shoot it back at it. Go ahead. He literally didn't shoot at me. Shoot at me. I want you to throw a fireball at me. Okay, you don't want to? Stay over there then. So the reason why I mentioned the nether update is because I'm kind of scared to explore too much of the nether. Because if I do, that means I'm going to have to travel farther to see any of the update changes, anything like that. So that's really the reason why I wanted to talk about the nether. It's because if for some reason I don't go to the nether for an extended period of time, or if you're like, oh, why haven't we seen him in the nether at all? It's just because of that. It's because I really don't want to, like, load a bunch of the chunks in the nether and then have to travel like thousands of blocks just to find a new nether fortress or find a netherwart forest or anything like that. You know, for like, which I think to me, that's kind of obvious reasoning, but it's not always clear. So I thought I would make that more clear. I thought I would also get a chance to talk about the updates. I'll probably take some time later to actually go research a little bit more. That way I'll be a little bit more knowledgeable. Yeah. That's really all I have for the first 3 tasks, which I went through a lot faster than I thought. Mainly because I forgot that all I had to do for the sheep was literally put a name tag on it. I guess we can work on the cave spider spawner a little bit. I didn't do any work off camera for it, so it's literally like the exact same as we left it beforehand. So I guess we can work on some water for it, and then we'll test it out at some point. There we go. Okay, I was just waiting for a time to sleep. Anyways, in the meantime, I guess I can talk about my day. So the funny thing is, I've been working. It's like literally how I got my whole setup is I got a job and I paid for a new computer and that's what I play on. Um, the reason why that's kind of important is because I still have that job. It's not like I just like quit my job as soon as I got the computer. So I was at work today and I wasn't scheduled, but I got called in because like 2 of my coworkers called out. Yeah, it's kind of irritating, but at the same time I can kind of understand because you know things come up. But at the same time, like it's work, you kind of have to make time for it. Yeah, I need to go this way. One of the things that's different about a spider spawner than any of the other spawners is you can't just make a one hole down the middle. So this one hole is gonna have to actually be 3 wide, so spiders can fit through it. Yeah. Right now, what I'm doing is just making an infinite water source. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. The reason why I'm counting is because water, if you didn't already know, flows for 8 blocks. So, for example, if I dug this out right here, and I stood right here, I shouldn't be affected by the water at all. Like, it literally shouldn't touch me. Yeah, 8 blocks. So I'm gonna probably just do this. I'm trying to think of ways that I can make it to where spiders won't be able to spawn or crawl up the walls at all. Okay, if I do something like this, they should be forced to drop. And then once they're forced to drop, I can do water that pushes them together. And then, like, for the water that pushes them together, it should push them towards the center of something. So, like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's this. So I'm gonna make a little trough for them. I'm gonna have to dig out more again. Ugh. Oh yeah, so on the bulletin board, I pointed at mining. I said that's something to talk to y'all about. So one of the things I do value in a channel is like keeping everyone up to date. Like I I really like genuinely dislike having to cut and come back for progress updates. One, because it literally makes it harder for me because I have to edit that in. Two, I want y'all to see almost everything I do. So having to go in and just tell y'all what happened is irritating, for one, and two, I think it'd be better if y'all just saw it. So what I was thinking about for mining is I could just like, so even though my channel's tiny and I'll probably only have like one person watching at a time, I might just live stream them, and that way, like, if anyone's on the live stream, I can talk to them. And then I can just go through that live stream and cut like very small portions out of it where I'm talking to people in the chat or whatever, and put that into a highlight reel, or even like just leave it as is. Yeah, that was kind of my plan. It's not fully thought through, so I don't know. It might work out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something like this. It's getting really dark, so I'm gonna start having. Okay, that actually worked out really well. The water even stops right here. Oh, okay, well, it kind of does. There we go. I could just make a little area down here to kill them. And then boom, we have a spider spawner. Like, grinder area. All we have to do is finish putting the water up there. And in order to do that, literally, it's just... I grab more water. And boom. Yeah, so you even saw that gravel demonstrate it. Basically, they're gonna fall down here. They're like not gonna take any damage. I'm gonna be doing all the damage down here, so I think I'll get a sword for this. Yeah, blah, blah. I don't know. Okay. I mean, that's not really gonna be a problem for them since they're one block high, but... Huh. It's weird. I guess the water mechanics affect, players differently as it gets more shallow. Hopefully it doesn't affect the spiders too much, and even if it does, they'll be aggravated, so they'll still try to kill me. Meaning they'll still run towards this end where I'm most likely going to be sitting. There we go. I'm just doing this so it can look fancier. And if I think I've already mentioned this, I'm not a good builder. Like, I can't make things look fancy that well. So I'm trying my best. And I'm sorry if everything I build looks like trash. But I can't really fix that. It simply will continue to look like trash. If you think it already looks like trash, that will most likely not change through the course of this series. And if it does, it will not be that by that much. Alright. Just fill in that space there. And I'm not going to just leave this open for them to crawl out and kill me. I'm going to make a little space. This is part of the reason why I'm not good at building, is because half the time I literally don't even have the effort to go and collect more andesite. That's hilarious. That's like a nice little loot. Worked out really well. The entrance looks like trash though. Alright. I'm literally collecting andesite just to make something look pretty. See, as someone that plays this game in a very functional way, making big builds, even though I just, like, really enjoy it, half the time I don't have like I feel like I don't have the creativity to really think of a good build. And even when I do, it's like, oh, I have to collect all these resources. And that's kind of my thought process instead of, oh, I can make this look really cool. Alright, I'm wondering if I should stop it right here or right here. I'm thinking like right here. I can just get rid of this part. Actually, no, it makes sense to stop it right here because if I stop it that far up, what'll happen is they'll just start bouncing up and down in the water, which we don't want to happen because if it does happen, it's going to be harder for me to kill them, which is kind of like counterproductive towards the whole point of this build. Now, to prevent them from swimming out, I'm going to have to put something like half slabs down, but that won't be a problem and it won't matter too much. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put crafting table down so I can make, oh yeah, oh yeah, that might look good. Yeah, I like how this worked out. What I might also do is just dig one further down, and I can just put slabs like that. That way I'll just be standing and I'll be hitting them. Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and test it, and then, like, if we really need to, we can make it look pretty later. Now, in order for me to test it, I have to let everything light up, or make everything stop being lit up inside that chamber. So this stuff can stay lit up, but inside here has to get dark. Meaning I have to... There we go. Oh yeah. Well, obviously the spawner still works by itself. Whether or not the whole contraption I just built will is more to question and up for grabs. Ooh, be faster than the spider. There we go. Well, we're already encountering our first problem. He's climbing up the wall. So, well, it's kind of a disappointing end. I don't really know what I'm gonna be able to change to fix that problem, but we at least have a little bit more progress. I think that's probably gonna be the end of this episode because it's already going a little longer than I wanted. But as so far, we did this because we didn't finish a spider spawner like I wanted to, but at the very least, we did a little bit more work on it. Talked about another update. We protected our farm and we renamed a sheep. Besides that, we didn't do too much. Yeah. I'll catch you all next episode. Make sure to leave a comment telling me what I should do next, or maybe a suggestion on how to fix the spider spawner. But besides that, I think that's all I have for you today. So, yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Okay, so, yeah, that was gonna be the end of the video, but, whenever I came back to actually get a screenshot for the thumbnail, I, like, basically sat in that little corner and just heard a whole bunch of these dudes in here, and I think, yeah, I think we're gonna be fine on spiders, because this thing, well, obviously it still has some problems, like, for the fact that they bounce around and climb a lot. Besides that, I think we're gonna be fine. Because I'll probably just have to make a couple adjustments and figure out how to correctly use it, but once I'm done with that, we'll have a good spider spawner. Because look how many there are, oh my gosh. I think because it's like the right distance, they can just keep spawning. I'm just gonna, for the sake of science, this is the first sword we've built in the entire Let's Play so far. Oh my gosh. I got hit a little bit on that, but I don't even care. you see how many are taking damage at once? I think I might have made an amazing spawner by accident. Look, they're still spawning even though there's so many over here. Yeah, this is gonna work out well. Even though I'm getting hit a little bit and the spiders are kind of in an annoying position, I think this is gonna work out well. I still need to look up like a tutorial. Ooh, and I really want to get that one piece of spider web. Perfect. Okay, so just for like a couple seconds of work compared to the probably hours I will be grinding on this thing, I already got 30 string. So yeah, never mind. I lied to y'all. It does work. Yeah. Anyways, this time actually the end. Thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all in the next video. We got the spider web to actually work. I'm still not gonna call it finished because there's some things I might want to touch up on before I call the basic one finished. Because we'll obviously we'll redo it a couple times probably. But besides that, that's everything I need for to show y'all right now. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.